Hey everyone, Coach Jared, the DAC, and the IYCA. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about our favorite variation for athletic pushing for sport, and that is the push-up. So oftentimes the bench press has kind of been the deemed pressing exercise for athletes. And I don't want to discredit the bench press, but by studying guys like Earl Campbell and Herschel Walker, who are both very explosive and talented NFL running backs who used basically bodyweight exercises for the majority of their workouts, they obviously were able to accomplish some pretty substantial things in the NFL with just doing push-ups and bodyweight-based exercises. But also the population that we work with generally, and I think the majority of people who are listening to this blog work with younger athletes, middle school athletes, and high school athletes with a very low training age, and also probably find it difficult to stabilize and really control their body, which can lead to potential injuries. So by being able to do 10 to 25 push-ups, 10 for females, 25 for males, we consider that to be a very bulletproof athlete from a pressing standpoint, ultimately able to carry that over to athletics quite easily. And that's where I want to kind of get into the last point about pressing and why we feel like push-ups are the best pressing variation for athletes, is the simple biomechanics behind it. So when we look at a push-up, they're on their toes, they're on their hands, and they go down under control to the ground and then push the ground away. If you take that and you stood them up and you made the ground a defender or someone they're guarding, and you think about them holding a position and pushing away, it's very similar. There's a lot of carryover athletically from that on the ground push-up to then standing up and pushing something away from them. Versus a bench press where the athlete's going to be laying on their back with their entire back touching the bench, their butt, their thighs, and their feet touching the ground most likely. Then they take a bar off the rack and press the bar away from them by pushing into the bench. The only thing I can think of in sport that looks like that is an athlete laying on the bottom of a pile or a scrum and pushing everybody else away from them after the pile has been created. Most athletes that end up in the bottom of a pile probably didn't win that battle. So when we think about athletics and think about being athletic in pressing or pushing, for us, push-up is king.